So I recently sat down and I watched the Supercars Championship at Melbourne at Albert Park. It was one of the support races for Formula 1. I did watch the opening Sydney 500. If I remember, I'll link that in the description section down below. So in this, I'm going to talk about a couple of things I picked up from watching that event. Firstly, I think one of the standout stars for that weekend was Cameron Hill. I don't believe he had a top 5 in the Supercars Championship prior to the weekend, and yet he got 2 podiums, one of them his first win. And this is what, his second, third season in Supercars now. So really well done to him. And I was almightily impressed by that. Likewise, I was equally impressed by Nick Percat, his teammate, who also got 2 podiums on the weekend. I think Hill was probably the standout to me, but it was really interesting because I do know some of the names from the Supercars Championship. I recognise some of them, like, oh, you should be up there, you should be up there, you should be up there. Hill and Percat were wanting to jumped out at me a little bit. I think especially after they had been relatively mid-pack in Sydney, I was like, oh, that's really impressive, really well done. Though, arguably, the standout team was Triple Eight, and, I mean, they were good at Sydney. It just happened that at the same time as them being good, Cam Waters was great. But Triple Eight had a really good performance. They won 2 of the 3 races. They were on podium 5 of the 6 possible opportunities they had over the weekend. It was almightily impressive. At the same time, I was a bit surprised by the seeming lack of performance that the Tickfords had, especially since Cam Waters won all 3 at Sydney. His qualifying was down in the doldrums quite a bit. I mean, at the same time, it wasn't all completely plain sailing. Thomas Randall had gone through the wars quite a bit over the course of the weekend. But yeah, that was another thing that did stand out for me. I would also say, though, that given the event over the course of the F1 weekend, I think it was the right call to cancel that 4th race. Whilst it's a shame to see races be cancelled, the impact that it had on the Grand Prix, where those F1 tyres can clear a lot more water, it only makes sense that Supercars were having to sit on the sidelines that race. But there were also some random events that were just really weird. I mean, just that defensive drive that we saw on the last lap by Percat in race 3 to just hold off both of the Dick Johnson cars. I didn't mention it earlier when I was talking about him, but that was an impressive display right in the closing moments of that race, especially because it's, Will Davis and Brody Kostecki, they are big names in Supercars. Though another one that wasn't really recognised by the name recognition was the Ducks. I mean, to be going through that part of the track, like, why is there a fact? Oh my gosh, there's a family of ducks on the track. It was good to see that no avian spectators were harmed in the making of that race. Anyways, those are my thoughts and feelings. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching and joining, folks. Until next time, it's bye for now.